Hi, I'm Sam VanFleet of VanFleet Mustangs, and I'm currently at Sweetbo Horses, where they rescue Mustangs and train them and get them into forever homes, which is kind of what I do with these extreme Mustang makeovers. And I'm just going to talk a little bit about how I got started with horses as a Riding Warehouse sponsored rider. I first got started with horses when I went to a rescue in Massachusetts, a draft horse rescue, so kind of similar to here, helping horses out, getting them into new homes. I started there in 2011 and I was about 12 or 13 years old and kind of just learned everything from trial and error with the horse. I learned how to drive horses before I knew how to ride them. It was a cool experience to be able to just get that rescue experience as my first thing with horses. And then from there, I learned how to ride on my own. Eventually was able to take some riding lessons and get started in jumpers. I started competing in a circuit jumpers with my mare, and she's a PMU foal that I adopted from that same draft horse rescue. And PMU foal stands for pregnant mare urine, and there's this drug called Premarin that women through menopause use, and these foals are pretty much the byproduct of that. So they go to slaughter, so they have to be rescued, and I just happened to cross paths with one at the draft horse rescue, and it kind of was just like a match made in heaven. I still have that horse. She is in Florida currently, and she's my like heart horse. So I started competing with her, and then knowing about the PMU foals, I wanted to help them out more. So I was able to kind of organize a rescue mission with the lady who initially rescued my horse. And we worked in 2014 to get a group of 10 of them down here, where I got my second horse, which was another draft cross, of course. The same year I got my second PMU foal, I actually applied for the Extreme Mustang Makeover, and I had just turned 15 when I applied, and I had no idea what a Mustang even was. I don't know why I applied. I didn't have a trailer. I'm not from a horse family. I didn't have a place to keep the horse, so I went on Craigslist, found a place to go, someone to haul the horse, and the night before pickup, which I somehow got accepted into this makeover with like pretty much no experience. I'd only been around horses for 2 or 3 years, and pretty much all from that draft horse rescue where I couldn't even put a halter on a horse. They accepted me, and I went to pick up the horse, and the night before I Googled what a Mustang was, and I realized I was definitely not qualified to do that. But I picked up anyways, and it was a really great learning experience because I had already had some of the ground handling with the draft horses, but I really had to test my patience with that horse, and it took a lot of time, and it was just weird because they'd never been touched before. It's a whole different experience, like even another level up from not knowing going to that rescue with those horses that, you know, come from different scenarios where they could be abused and have past traumas. But it somehow worked out with that Mustang, and I've been doing the makeovers ever since then, and I'm currently training for my 9th Extreme Mustang makeover, and I think I've had 14 that I have gotten out of holding and trained into homes. This Mustang next to me right now was actually my 3rd makeover Mustang, and he is the only one that I kept out of all of them, and he helps me start my new Mustangs that I get into training now and kind of shows them like just how to, I don't know, just be comfortable with people, and it really helps them out, and it's cool to use a second horse, and it's nice that he's the Mustang, he's been through it, he knows how it works. I'm really thankful for Riding Warehouse for sponsoring me and helping me get these Mustangs out of holding for many future years.